All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostle, the elders, the great millstone. That's a loose honesty, brothers out there preaching this word, sincerity, and truth. All right, coming to you, quick lesson. I got this article here, Zero Hedge. It's entitled, "It's Official, Russia and China Announce New Global Reserve Currency." All right, and the Lord is setting up these countries, to go against the beast. All right, the beast is basically America, NATO, and the EU, the European Union. All right, that's why Russia is taking over Ukraine, because Ukraine, Ukraine is trying to be a part of the EU. All right, so the Lord put the spirit on the Russians to reclaim their old lands back. All right, and that's Ukraine. All right, so the Lord is setting up an opposing force against the beast, and that's ultimately that's was gonna get into the Bible prophecy of World War III. Okay, so the Lord is going step by step to basically overthrow Great Babylon. All right, which is America, the beast system. Okay, because those allies with Great Babylon, America, they're gonna turn. They're basically gonna cut their ally, ally with America. They're gonna cut them. They're gonna cut America off, man. Literally, gonna burn her with fire. All right, Great Babylon gonna be left out there, man. But continuing on this article here. If you blinked over the last month, you may have missed it. China and Russia are taking a shot at the U.S. dollar. All right. You see the dollar index is like 108, 106, so-called purchasing power. But once that China and Russia get their system, their BRICS up and running, that dollar, the purchasing power of that dollar is going to take a drastic hit. Thus, is going to cause more inflation and roll into hyperinflation. Okay. And as often happens with consequential news in the United States and the West, no one seems to notice or even care. See that? These Babylonians here in America don't even consider what's going on. They live life in their their bubble, their own personal bubble. And that goes into Isaiah 6 chapter, where the Lord said, "Make the heart of these people fat and their ears heavy." All right. Getting into the Israelites, because the majority of Jake, they don't know what's going on. Since the beginning of the year, I have been writing about the possibility of Russia and China challenging the U.S. dollar's global reserve status. Now it's happening. Okay? It shouldn't be any surprise to those paying attention that Russia and China are strengthening their economic ties. Amidst continued Western sanctions on Russia as a result of the country's war in Ukraine. What may surprise some people, however, is that Russia and the BRICS countries, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and you have more countries want to join the BRICS. All right, so they're setting up their own financial institutions. All right, starting their own system how they get their own transactions going around to each other, imports, exports. Same thing what the B system did. All right. So the Lord is causing that opposing force against Great Babylon and the beast system, man. Including Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa, are officially working on their own new global reserve currency. They said nobody even seems to notice. But a minute, y'all Bashem Yah Shai, we've been constantly doing videos on this. All right. Because Russia is that ultimate linchpin in destroying Great Babylon, this whole beast system, with his missiles. But the Lord's going to come back before that, deliver his elect. Fuck some shit up. Okay. Let's see. And of course, Russia has been cut off the SWIFT system. That's what the beast uses. NATO and EU, America. It is also pairing with China and the BRICS nations to develop reliable alternative mechanisms to international payments in order to cut reliance on the Western financial system. Yeah, so they're starting their own financial system. In the meantime, Russia is also taking other steps to strengthen the alliance between BRICS nations, including rerouting trade to China and India. Vladimir Putin said Wednesday that Russia is rerouting trade to reliable international partners such as Brazil, India, China, South Africa, and the West attempts to serve severe economic ties. We are actively engaged in reorientating our trade flows and foreign economic contacts toward reliable international partners, primarily BRICS countries, Putin said in his opening video address to the participants of the virtual BRICS summit. In fact, trade between Russia and BRICS countries increased by 38%, reached $45 billion in the first 3 months of the year. This year, the report says, meanwhile, Russian crude sales to China have hit record numbers during spring of this year, edging out Saudi Arabia as China's primary oil supplier. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, they joined Russia as well. They got policies and covenants with Russia. All right. Basically, you get the point. I'm gonna bring out the scripture real quick. Isaiah 13, right? Now, Russia is known as the Medes, according to the Bible, and also Gog and Magog in Ezekiel 38th chapter. All right, Isaiah 13, you see a summary of this section. Babylon will fall to the Medes. Babylon is America, Medes are the Russians. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Against who? America, man. The whole beast system. Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, that shall not delight in it. That's right. Because the American dollar, what? The Russians, the BRICS countries are, they won't even care about the U.S. dollar because they got their own thing going on. All right. Their dollar won't be a world reserve currency anymore. So they don't give a shit about the dollar anymore. They're doing their own thing. They got their own currency, which is backed by gold. Yeah. Their bowls also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Okay. Yeah, when the Russians, all right, along with other countries, also NATO and the EU, they're gonna shoot missiles on America as well. All right. Those missiles not gonna have no pity on anybody over here, man. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? So it's going to be Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0, man. Which is those missiles are going to be launched. And it's going to eviscerate America, Great Babylon. It shall never be inhabited. That's talking about America, right? It shall never be a habitat, you know. After the missiles hit it, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pinch tilt there. Yeah, the Israelites ain't gonna set up, you know, their little businesses, little corner stores, liquor stores, and all that. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, the satyr shall dance there. That's basically desert creatures, man. Okay. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in the dust of the houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. All right. That reminds me of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. You know, though it tarry, wait for it, but it shall surely come. Yeah, American destruction is not gonna be prolonged no more, man. So the Lord is ready to destroy this place, because this place is getting wickeder and wickeder every day, man. All right, so that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.